Ladies and gentlemen, call Brister. Let's go. The groove.
Hey, what's up? What's up, everybody? This is Carl Brister, and welcome to Groove. Welcome to the Groove, and welcome to the Groove. Hey, you know what it is. This is the time that we come together. This is the time that we find our groove in life through the music, and we ride this ride together. So I want to shout you guys out and thank you so much for making this season 2 a great experience. This has been really cool. I see you guys logging on, and I'm so happy to see you again. See you on YouTube. I see you on Facebook. We're gonna have a great show. This is the season finale. This is like, it's been such a great ride. You know, we're gonna be back for more. It's gonna be great, guys. Today, as most of you know, this was the week. This was the week. We had the Love+Unity Music Fest and our very first scholarship bike ride. Both things happened. 2 great events, 1 great day. It was hot. And I mean that literally. It was hot. It was hot. It was the hottest day on record for May ever. But you know what? The music was hot too. And so was the ride. We had a great time. We had amazing hosts. We had amazing vendors. It was just such a great time. If you were there, we're going to look for you guys to chat and let us know if you enjoyed it. We're going to shout you guys out. And you know what this time is? This is when you subscribe. If this is your first groove, we want you to click that subscribe button on the YouTube channel that you see right there, so you can get all the new music, all the new grooves first. If you're on Facebook, follow and friend me, as well as YouTube and Twitter. So listen, guys, we're going to get started. We're going to just give you a glimpse of that great day for Love+Unity Fest. And we're going to start this thing out with yours truly. So we ended the show with the song that I actually, I never performed live ever, but I've been holding this one, and I think you guys are going to recognize a little bit once you hear it. Y'all check this out. Enjoy. We'll be right back. We have some great guests here today. We got a surprise guest that just came in, and we're just going to have a good time today. So check it out, and we'll be right back.
How y'all doing in the back? Let me see your hands. Hey, listen, hey. Said I woke up this morning, I was feeling so fresh. Had to brush myself off from the things of the past. Said it must have been a dream that I had last night. I was talking to the Father. He told me this is what I should say to all of my haters. Right here in the
was this right here. We call it The Last Time. I keep calling it this right here, but the real title is The Last Time. I wrote that song with the brother Steve Walker out of ATL. And I've been holding that one for so long. Y'all got to tell me what you think. I know that's actually the theme song for the groove now, but I'm thinking about putting that back out. You know, I got some comments on that. Y'all let me know what you think about that. I had such a great time performing, had some great musicians. I'm going to tell you all about it. But you know what? Throughout that day, we had some awesome hosts for the show. And one of our hosts just popped in. I want to bring Adam out. Yo, Adam, what's up, man? Uh-oh, you're muted. You're muted. You got to unmute.
That was a rookie move, Carl. I've been zooming all day. You'd think I figured it out by now. But good to see you, Carl. And yeah, you got to bring out the Last Time. I love that song. It's the first album I ever downloaded from the Carl Brister catalog. Now, it still won't touch Turning Point.
Okay.
That's my first, my last, my everything.
Okay.
But, The Last Time that's a gem too.
Thank you, man. Well, this was your first time hosting and I guess even attending the Love+Unity Fest.
Yeah, we've been trying for a couple years, and this little thing called COVID kind of got in the way a couple of years ago, and I've either been out of town or had another conflict. But when you told me that you wanted me to be a part of it, I said, I'm going to clear my calendar 6 months in advance, and I want to be there. And I was so glad I did.
Yes, man. Well, we were glad to have you, man. I mean, you were the host. So, you know, the history books have been now written in because you are the first host of our scholarship bike ride, which kicked off the whole day. So what was your take on that?
I thought it was a great idea. I know weather kind of had an impact on this a few weeks ago, but I thought it was a great idea to combine everything into one day. So all of these terrific things could be celebrated, you know, the music scholarships, the bike ride, and then it all dovetailed right into the event. So, I mean, I honored to be the first one to host the bike ride, honored to be hosting and introducing your musical guest. It was definitely the first show that I had ever done where I had to wear SPF 50, but all worth it. You know, I had my physical the following week. I said, you know, I gotta lose 5 pounds before this thing. So all I had to do was stand up on the stage for 10 minutes. Voila.
Oh, man. So, you know, what people may not know is you have your own brand of humor and comedy that you bring to your own podcast week to week. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, sure. So I co-host a podcast called Bad to the Dad, which is a show that we have now run for 7 seasons. I do it with Coach Randy Nathan, who is my co-host at the Love+Unity Festival.
Yes.
And we interview dads of all shapes and sizes, all walks of life. Carl's been a guest, a wonderful guest, 2 episodes. You're catching up to the guy who holds the record, which I think is 4 or 5. But and on both episodes, you performed and really helped to dampen down COVID, so we could enjoy some great live music on the show. And as I mentioned, we're going to be entering our 8th season just after Labor Day. But thank you. Just a variety of guests, like I said, of all different walks of life. So if you happen to be a dad listening and you've got a great story, we'd love to have you on. And it just so happens that Chloe is a fabulous young musician who opened up the bike rally. Her dad and Chloe will be on the season premiere for season 8. So this is what this Love+Unity thing is all about. It's about networking and making connections. So.
Look at that, man. Look at that. Well, we're definitely going to be looking out for that. And I know you have a show coming up, right?
We do. So we have our first ever Bad to the Dad live comedy show. It'll be in West Orange at Bond's Tavern off of Eagle Rock Avenue. So if you're not familiar with where that is, it's in the same complex as Walter Bauman Jewelers and the Dunkin' Donuts. Everybody knows Dunkin' Donuts.
Of course.
We've got some really strong comics coming. So I'm going to host. So I'm probably the weakest link in the bunch, but we've got this hilarious guy named Goldberg. We've got Rich Carucci, who contributes to Major League Baseball, but has been doing shows throughout the area. We've got Lee Valentine, who is a great performer. He's been doing a lot of shows in the New York area. Rob Field, who's written the book It's an Uberful Life, about all of his hilarious stories being an Uber driver. And it will be the comedy debut for my partner, Coach Randy Nathan. So I said 8 Minutes in Paradise, get ready.
Wow, man. Well, listen, man, I just want to thank you and Coach Randy for being there for this Music Village event. And, we're definitely going to be back next year. You got the shirt on. You got
I wear it proudly. Mm-hmm.
Very cool. I had to go vintage, for this show. But yes, and listen, we'll be back next May. I'm going to talk to you about that. The date just actually confirmed it today. In these times that we're in right now, how important is music and comedy as it relates to, dealing with this moment and these times that we're facing today in love and unity.
So one thing I'll admit, Carl, is that I do have a day job, and it's in healthcare. And I'm in human resources. So really, my job is to take care of the people who are taking care of the people. So during the toughest and darkest times of COVID, where people were kind of slammed shut inside their homes, when they couldn't see loved ones, when they were stuck on Zoom, they said that it was music and comedy that got them through it. And so many of those folks who had no previous musical experience all of a sudden picked up guitars, started playing the piano again, started picking up the instrument that they used to play in high school, had to dust it off, hadn't touched it in 20 years, but it was the one lifeline that got them through those boring times and those times where they felt like this is just never going to end. So music is therapy. Music is a solution to problematic times, and the way people use it now to make connection, right, and create networks like you have done, Carl, with the Love and Unity Fest. I mean, that's what it's all about. You have hosted the perfect manifestation of how music can unite people.
Thank you, man. Well, I have a great team from my wife and Music Village, and we partnered with the Board of Education and the township. There's so many people that helped to make this day what it was. And among them were you, Coach Randy, April LA, and all of our amazing artists and volunteers who made this day happen. So I just wanted to say thank you, man. I hope everybody comes out on to the comedy event. And we definitely look forward to you and I and all of us collaborating as we move forward.
Absolutely. Hopefully we'll see you there, Carl, June 16th, Bond's Tavern in West Orange. Thank you so much for the invite from me and Coach Randy. Have a great rest of your show. Appreciate it.
Thank you, man. We'll be talking.
All the best.
Yes. So that was Adam. And listen, guys, I just want to shout you guys out. I see Jordan out there. He said, yeah, when he saw that King Artist is going to be here. We have Chloe that's going to be coming right up. And listen, I need you guys to drop us your chat, your comments. If you're on YouTube, just put it right there in the comments for the show. Facebook as well, because the artists, they will definitely respond and answer your questions. We're going to get right back into the day. It started with this beautiful, beautiful moment where this artist that I had never met before was there to open the show, open the bike ride and kick it off. Her name is Chloe, and she's a singer, songwriter, and we're going to get to meet Chloe in just a few minutes. But first, I want you guys to hear her amazing song, beautiful voice, as she kicks off the first ever Music Village Scholarship Bike Ride event. Check it out, guys.
Some days I really don't care, 'cause I know who I am, and that I've won
passing cyclists. Announce when you're passing. Passing on the left, passing on the right. So please communicate. If you have to brake, make sure you do it smoothly.
really don't care.
All right, woo!
And that I won't like it too. Same old lucky step that I'm so happy to be alive. So be alright.
Yes, so that was the way our day started out with a beautiful song by Chloe, who's a singer, songwriter, acoustic guitarist that I was introduced to by our event manager, Danielle Paul. So we are excited to bring her out right now. Chloe, are you there? All right, here's Chloe, everybody.
Hi.
So that was such a beautiful song. What was the title of that song that you chose?
Thank you so much. I chose the song 501.
Okay, and tell us why was that the song? Because you know that's in the history books now.
Yes, of
So-
course. So I chose 501 because it's a song about being self-aware, but it's also about, being grateful to be alive, being mindful of the air around you, and just kind of being grateful that you were given one life to live. And I felt that I should share that song with everyone for the bike race.
It was a beautiful choice. It was mellow enough for the morning, but it had a great pulse. I like the strum that you did with that. It had a drive that felt like something great was about to happen. So tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're from, and how long you've been writing and playing.
Sure. So I'm from North Arlington, New Jersey, and I have been playing guitar for about 16 years. So I picked up a guitar when I was like 3 years old, and I started playing, but I didn't take lessons until I was like 5 or 7, and then from there I've just been playing guitar. I was always in choir when I was in school. I've sang at Christmas tree shows, and my school plays. But yeah, so I've been writing for about since I was in middle school. I used to practice alone in my room a lot. And what I used to do, I would just pick up my guitar and just start playing chord progressions, and I would come up with lyrics, and I would just write about what I felt that day or what had happened. And that just kind of progressed. And I just started honing in on my skills more now. I'm actually going to college for studio composition.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Where will you be attending?
Well, I've been attending SUNY Purchase, so
Okay.
I'm going to be a senior in the fall of 2022.
Oh, wow. So this is diving board time. You're on the diving board. You're about to walk to the end, and by the end of your senior year, that's the big dive.
Yeah, that's the big jump between college and a professional career for sure. Yeah.
Very cool. So who are some of your musical influences? I can tell you who I hear.
Yeah. This is very interesting because so I love my first CD. I believe I had a Kelly Clarkson CD, and then I started getting into Taylor Swift a lot, and I really like Avril Lavigne, but I've been performing live a lot, so I get a lot of mixed reviews. I do like Jewel quite a bit, and I've been told that I kind of sound, I have like a mix of like Hayley Williams and Sarah Bareilles. But I try not to mimic other artists. I really do try to write songs that are unique to my own style. But
And I
obviously,
like
yeah,
that. I like that. You know, that's why I didn't want to say the artist that I hear, because for me as an artist, sometimes it's a little, it just sort of makes the unique voice that I bring um, a little less uh, unique, because everyone's trying to figure out who you sound like.
hmm
When from you, I hear that you sound like you,
yeah,
you know, and you want them to hear your voice, not try to understand your voice by comparing you to others.
exactly.
So I get it. I'm here. I'm here.
Yeah.
So what's next for you, Chloe? I know Adam just announced that you're going to be on Bad to the Dad.
Yeah, I'm actually very excited for that. I've never been on a podcast before, so I think that should be very interesting. Um, but I guess what's next for me is that I'm just going to be doing a lot of writing. I do have plans to release some demos in the near future, which is
Oh,
very exciting because I
okay.
haven't really released much of anything, even though I've been performing live for a very long time. But that's very exciting for me. I'm just gonna work on releasing music and writing, of course.
Beautiful. Well, so what I want to leave with is so you kicked off the scholarship bike ride, and this was our first time as Music Village raising support for young artists like yourself who need a little assistance pursuing their dream, um, whether it's purchasing instruments, getting private lessons, or for tuition assistance. So how, and you yourself have taken private lessons. How important is studying music to the journey of an artist, and why should people support something like that?
Yeah, I honestly think that studying music is the best thing anybody can do. I know personally for me, when I don't practice my music, I wake up in such a bad mood. I think that when you pick up an instrument, it just does something to the body. It's like an ethereal feeling. I think that studying music is so important for a person's education because it doesn't just only help them improve as a musician, but it
Mhm.
also helps them improve in areas like mathematics. And there's a whole philosophy of music behind the mind and what it does to the body. And I just think that there's so much more um, to music than just it being attributed just like one section of life. I think it encompasses, this whole.
I like that. I like how you've connected the study of music to life and wellness, actually. So that's beautiful. Well, listen, we are, after the bike ride, you actually opened the fest. So you had a chance to get to the main stage, and I want to thank you for being so open and flexible and available. I personally thought, I was like, wow, she has such a beautiful talent. We need to share this with as many people as we can. So, what was that like being on a big stage?
Yeah, first of all, I want to thank you for allowing me to perform to open up the music fest. I'm very privileged. I think that was a very wonderful experience to kind of share the stage with really talented artists, and just meeting new people and just getting to see the different kinds of genres and the different kind of energy that people had to bring. It was very liberating, and I was very grateful to be a part of Love+Unity Fest.
Thank you so much. Well, how can people hear your music or find you, on social media?
Yeah, so I have an Instagram called Chloe's Tunes, and I have a link to my YouTube, and that's where I post a lot of the stuff that I'm working on my Instagram account.
All right, so we got it right there. Chloe's Tunes. Everybody follow Chloe on IG, and you can hear more of her music. I know she's gonna. She's got so many songs that she's written. This was just scratching the surface. So we wish you the best, Chloe, and we thank you so much for being a part of the show. And I sure hope that this will be only the first of many times that you'll be joining us.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
You got it, Chloe. Thank you so much. Here we go. All right, guys, this is Chloe. Y'all follow her and check her out. And listen, thank you guys for hanging in there with us tonight. This was just an amazing day. It was just amazing. And Chloe kicked it off. But later in the show, we had this artist, this talented teenager from West Orange High School that I can't wait to bring out. He goes, his name is King Artist, and you guys are gonna meet him in just a few minutes. I just wanna shout out you guys who are watching on Facebook and YouTube, and Jordan, I see you, my friend out there, and everybody that's leaving comments, thank you so much. Remember to subscribe and hit us up if you have any questions for the artist. So listen, after the initial launch of the bike ride, we went to Montclair, and the bike ride stopped halfway at Edgemont Park in Montclair. And shout out to the police departments of both towns who were our personal escorts. Montclair PD, West Orange PD, just working together. It was a moment, y'all. But look, at the halfway point, we had music from the School of Rock. And I just want to share just a little bit of that with you guys. And when I say School of Rock was rocking, y'all see exactly what I mean. Check it out. So that was just a little bit of the School of Rock out of Montclair, New Jersey. And they had they killed it. So they played for the entire time that we were at the park in Edgemont. And then the riders went to Montclair State, came back to Edgemont, and School of Rock was still rocking. It was a day. It was a great day. Then we got back, and the riders kicked off the Love+Unity Fest. And what a time we had. If you were there, please chat me, let me know. But we had a great time. Food trucks, the 5th grade and 6th graders of the West Orange school system, they all made signs of love and unity and hope. And we had professional artists from Nestor to John Anthony to Chandler Mogul. You guys have already met them. To so many artists. You guys, it was a great day. And we're going to be bringing more to you when we come back in season 3. But this step team killed it. I just want to share just a little bit of the West Orange High School girls step team and how they not just killed it on stage, but they stepped off. Check it out. Yeah, so they killed it. And we're going to be posting even more video and more footage of all of our artists. But now I want to introduce you guys to a young man that I really, really was super impressed with. He goes by the name of King Artist. And this was his first Love+Unity Fest performance. We're going to give you just a little bit of it, and we're going to bring this gentleman out. So this is King Artist. Check him out.
Yo, Love+Unity, what's up? What's up? What's up?
Yeah! Yeah!
Okay, look, the voice of the unrecognized, keep it alive. How many times do I gotta make MCs realize that I am not going nowhere? I let you drop your music, but the moment you start feeling yourself, then I'm too fly. My pen is my weapon. I don't bust guns, I bust rhymes. That avenge your whole career into heaven. My gift is a blessing. I make my presence known when I'm stepping. If you're not ready for Armageddon, do with discretion. I'm top dog. If you ain't with the movement, then move along. I stand tall. Someone tell a rap game that I belong. Don't move wrong. Cause nowadays they like to play with sticks like an analog. I click back through before your head off. I'm on some high level bitch. That's a fact. I don't gotta play the streets to be cool. I keep it a sack. But running back to a time where I was down at the bottom, and all these fake rappers thought that they got me. Then I attack. Now I'ma keep it real on some hot 97-ish clothes. Mouth don't get fed. That's why I'm staying relevant with the key and the ignition. Start the car that I'm taking off. I'm sorry if I offended you, but I don't like playing soft. But I'm a bad boy. Don't play me like no instrument. I'm stepping over obstacles. I'm in my Timberlands. I'm focused on the dividends. Focus on making millions. I think I'm going too far, but I just think I'm young. This world is like a game of tug of war. We keep pulling from both ends. You don't want no problem. Shout out to my brother Chance. The 3 is on my head and I'm trying to go back to back to back. I expect the floor play right in front of me. I don't give zero. If you haters is feeling me, I'm a king. And y'all haters looking silly to me. Cause every time I write my rhymes is on a whole new degree. And the people keep on talking down on me. I've had enough of it. I dropped a couple snippets, tossed some fire on some others. Get into the... Y'all get the memo.
Yes, sir! Let's go. Turn me up, buddy.
Yeah. So listen up. No further delay. Let's bring on the king himself, King Artist. Yo, King, what up? Can you hear me?
Hey, Carl.
All right, King. What's happening? How's your audio? All right, you're muted. Maybe you need to...
I don't know if you can hear me or not.
I can hear you now. You good?
I can't hear you.
Okay.
I don't know why.
So that's all right. We're gonna allow you to go off and come back in, and we're gonna check out another one of your performances. So you go out, come back in. And
hold on. I'm so sorry, Carl. I'm so sorry. Hold on. I just gotta get some.
All right, we're gonna bring King Artist back. We're not gonna let the technical difficulties take us away from the flow that we got. I'm sure he's gonna be great. And if you guys are holding on, I want y'all to hold out because he'll be right back. But in the meantime, this whole thing was about supporting the youth as well. I started this in 2016 amidst so much racial strife in this country. And I really felt that music was a way to bring people together. And all cultures, all backgrounds, all genres, everything is touched by music. And we wanted to use music to find our way through love and unity to progress. And in the midst of all of that, we have developed a scholarship to help young musicians and young artists. And we're going to get that scholarship link up even now, because you can still give, you can still share and help these young artists to continue exactly what the great ones do all the time, which is use their voices to bring light to situations that may be dark, and to also uplift the community. If we don't help the next generation, then how can we intend to keep our progression moving forward? So that's what the scholarship is about. If you would like to give or support these young artists through the Music Village Scholarship, we're going to get that donation button up there right in a few. But you know what? One of the artists one of the surprises of the Love and Unity Fest actually came from our very own Groove intern Jordan. So intern Jordan actually took the stage. Y'all know he's my son. And I tell you, it was amazing. So he's going to have his first interview with you guys today. And he's going to talk about this wonderful performance. We call him intern Jordan here, but he goes by the name of J Maestro. And here's J Maestro doing what J Maestro does. Check out the music.
Jordan J. Maestro Brister.
All right, so here is the man himself, Jordan J. Maestro Brister. J. Maestro, you are muted.
Hi. Hello.
All right. So, hey. Can you tell us about, what it felt like to perform that piece for the Love and Unity Music Fest?
So it was amazing that I was able to play, for everyone, and that was the last piece that I learned. So
So tell us about that composition and who is composed by.
wait, can you hear me?
Yes.
So it was composed by Scott Joplin, and most ragtime pieces are not supposed to be fast. And this piece in particular is like a march, sort of like a medium fast march. So, yeah.
And how long have you been studying the piano?
For about, I want to say 7 years.
Wow, 7 years. 7 years. That's awesome. Well, listen, we definitely know that there's more in store for you. How important do you feel the Love and Unity Fest is to the community? And how do you think music is, so important to the times that we're in right now?
So, how I think that music is important to the community right now is we all really need to hear it. And even if we don't listen to music a lot, it's still good to just maybe get out of the house and, come down to the festival, because it can really inspire you to do other things, and it can motivate you to try and make a change as well.
Wonderful. You got a chance to play with some great musicians, huh?
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about these musicians.
I remember the bass player played, well, yeah, played with
Ed Sheeran.
Ed Sheeran, and
Hmm. And the keyboardist Jabari plays for Hezekiah Walker, and the drummer Sheldon Good Jr. plays for everybody.
yeah,
So,
they all toured everywhere.
and they all tour and they all give back to the community. And so, and you got a chance to play with them. So we're so proud of you, Jordan. Keep studying, keep growing with your musical skills, and we're looking forward to hearing and seeing you even more. And shout out to you as intern for the Groove because you do a great job with that
Thank
too.
you.
All right. All right, guys, we are about to bring on our final artist, King artist. He is back and he is ready. Let's just give you just a little bit of taste of King and his performance here at the fest. We got a second clip for you. Check it out.
Ready? Let's go. Look. Yeah. Last year was a great year. I elevated to a different level. I know these people can't back from the levels I've been on lately. I was rookie of the year, but now I'm spitting like a veteran. Not the confessions of a lover boy, I'ma stay relevant. Big things coming small packages. I'ma be the best out of Jersey going. I'm a youngin', but I gotta keep my head straight. There's levels to this when I get to the top. I'ma have a full plate. I know myself better than anybody, and I know I'ma be something special. I keep my foot on the pedal. I told you it's different levels for less than I levels. They said I couldn't do it, but I did, cause I pushed the metal covers. I told my mama I'ma be something special. So listen.
Yes, sir. All right. So listen, that's just a clip. That's just a clip. You guys are gonna have to come back for the whole thing, but I'm ready to bring them out. King, are you ready?
What's going on? What's going on?
What up, man? This is a
What's
better
going
look.
on? Yeah.
This is a better look. So I'm not even
Cool.
gonna ask you what you did. I'm just glad you did it. It looks
Hmm.
great.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I had to make some changes, you know. Excited to be up
There we
here.
go.
Thank you, Carl, for this opportunity.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Hmm.
So talk to us just a little bit about your performance at the Love and Unity Fest. How did that come together for you?
So, well, I remember sitting in class and my national senior study teacher with Miss Mate. She was telling me like, you know, like I have an opportunity for you if you want to, you know, take it. I'm like, I'm up for any opportunity, you know what I'm saying? Whatever comes my way, I'm ready to take on. And she said, Love and Unity Fest. And I heard people talking about it and stuff like that. So I'm like, it'll be cool because, you know, some of my friends are going to be there and stuff like that. So it'll be nice to perform. And like, I got in touch with you and, you know, we clicked. I got to you gave me the times and stuff like that. I got there and it was just so fun just being around so many like talented people and just like seeing the performances and stuff like that. It was just so cool. So and then when it came to me and performing and stuff like that, I'm not even gonna lie, I was a little nervous getting up on stage, but like you know, my mom and dad wasn't there, but I called them before. They said a prayer with me, and you know, went up on stage and I just you know did what I did, and you know the rest is history for me. You know what I'm saying? That goes in the books for me. So thank you for Carl for giving me the opportunity. It was really fun. Thank you.
Absolutely, man. And we were really happy that you were able to come through. And
Hmm.
I want to shout out Miss Mapes,
Hmm.
you know,
Of
because that's
course, of
really,
course,
would say.
of course. Got to shout out Miss Me. She always hold it down for me.
Absolutely. I just want everybody to know that this connection happened because a teacher took an extra step that she didn't have to. You know, the teacher knew that we were having the fest, and it was like maybe 2-3 days prior to the show. And she reached out. She said, "Look, I know you might be already booked, but I have this talented student, and I really want to suggest him to you, you know, or recommend him." And she didn't have to do that, you know. And
Exactly. Okay.
so I want to shout out Miss Mapes and all the
Cool.
teachers that take that extra step,
Hmm.
you know. And so that's exactly what we call a highly effective teacher.
Of course, you gotta love Miss Mapes. I love Miss Mapes. She always holds it down for me. She always sees like the potential that I have, stuff like that, and she always tries her best to like take one step. It's like if I take one, she'll take two. You know what I'm saying? So
That's
I
great.
love that about her.
So let's talk about you and let's talk about your music, bro. So you have some projects that are already out. Talk
Mhm.
about your latest.
My latest is called The Kid with the Third Eye. I feel like for me, just making that whole album, it was just like a statement album for me. You know what I'm saying? And just like, just kind of like cementing myself at where I am right now and just like what type of artist I am. You know what I'm saying? And I really took a lot of time on that album, you know what I'm saying? And to the people who listen to it, they know how much time I took on that album. Just every word, every song just meant everything to me. And I feel like I want to I want to break some walls down with that album. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to like break through the locks with that album. You know what I'm saying? And see where I can really go with this project. So that project has to be like one of my favorite groundbreaking, you know, like projects I've ever made. So yeah, that was fun.
So one of your lyrics that I just sort of caught, um, and I'm probably going to paraphrase it wrong, but it says, "I don't bust nines, I bust rhymes."
Uh, I think that was in my song. What you call it? One take. I was like, I don't bust guns, I bust rhymes that'll send your whole career into heaven. That bar right there. Yeah, that was. I was just playing around with that bar to be honest. So like it was really cool to just. It's really cool to play around with words. When it comes to this music stuff, it's really cool to play around with words and just like see what you can come up with. It's all about creativity. So I try to take that to the next level with everything I do.
But with that one bar right there, it really speaks volumes to what the nation is dealing with right now.
Yeah,
You know,
of
so
course.
I don't, words matter. Words are important, and
Hmm.
somebody that might be listening to your music that could be thinking one way might be redirected to go in a different direction.
Yeah.
Lives can be saved if we as artists put that
Hmm.
positive energy out there.
Of course, of course. That's what I try to do all the time. Like I try to tell a lot of people that I'm not just here for the likes. I'm not just here. I'm not just here for like the likes and stuff like that. I'm not just here for like the likes and stuff like that, and the publicity. I'm here to make a difference, to make a statement. You know what I'm saying? So, that's all it's about.
But we absolutely saw that in motion. Who are some of your influences in hip hop?
Um, So my influences has to be, the greats, Biggie Smalls, Tupac, you know what I'm saying, Nas. I take a lot of inspiration from uh Lil Wayne, Kendrick, J. Cole, Tyler the Creator and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, why try to like I don't wanna go because I have a lot of different styles and stuff like that. And a lot of people they look at me and somebody else like in somebody else's body if I make a love song and like, oh, you're Drake. I was like, no, I don't want to be Drake. I want to be myself. You know what I'm saying? I want to be a better version of myself at each and every day. So that's what I try to do. So I don't try to like when people ask me like, yo, like, you know what I'm saying? Who do you think you sound like? I sound like myself. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to sound like somebody else because that's basically copying. You know how they get with copying stuff like that. You taking styles and stuff like that. Is so I try to make that clear. I want to sound like myself. I want to be a better version of myself each and every day. So that's what I try to do.
Absolutely, man. Well, for
Mm,
for sure, it's all about finding your way, making your mark, in this world through your talent, through what you present and what you put out there.
of
We
course.
we recognize the greats that got us to where we are, but we want
Hmm.
to take it to another level.
Uh-huh.
And I see that in you. It was so many positive comments while you were performing, um, and I'm really, really proud to have you be a part of the festival, man. And we're looking for so much more from you. What's next? This is your graduating year, correct?
Yeah. Uh-huh. I'm going to be in college next year as a freshman going to William Patterson University. So I'm excited about that. Mm.
Absolutely. And what will you be studying? And what's next for your music?
So for college, I'll be studying music. I'm gonna be a music major, and that's pretty much what I'll be studying. I told my mom and dad like try to get me to like do other things. I'm like, Mom, this is what I want to do. Like this, I want to make this my career. I want to be able to make a living off of this, and she knows that I can, and she knows the type of potential and talent that I have. So I'm like, Mom, like why not just let me go ahead and just shoot for the stars? You know what I'm saying? Because sky's not the limit for us. So you know what I'm saying. So that's you know, it's just an everyday thing, an everyday mindset that I move with. And what's next for me and my music, um, only time will tell. You know what I'm saying? It's only a matter of time before like I catch the right ear, and I just take off and I manifest and I speak things into existence. So mark my words, you will see me in a very big chair one day. You know what I'm saying? You'll see me in a throne one day. So with a crown on my head because my name is King Artist. So you know.
We got that, my friend, and absolutely, you speak that, and I see it. I see it with you.
Gotcha.
And whatever support I can be and or Music Village can be, we are
Mm-hmm.
here for you. Absolutely. And we see on a comment we have one of your teachers
Mm-hmm.
from West Orange High, Nicole Krulik. Miss
Yes.
Krulik, she's there. She's
Mm-hmm.
like amazing, and you got a lot of support, man. So
Mm-hmm. I love the
absolutely, that's
support.
great.
I love it so much. I love the support so much. It means the world to me. Like a lot of people get it messed up with this music stuff. It's like a lot of people are here for like the money, the fans, like the money, the girls, the chains, nice jewelry. It's like I don't care about none of that. As long as I can make a difference, as long as I can like inspire somebody else, that makes my day. Like I've had a lot of people when I first started, people listening to my music like, yo, you really made a change in my life just by just listening to your songs. I was like, wow, it literally made me cry because it was like, dang, like I can really do that. So why not just keep going? So I just that's what I try to do every single day. So
Awesome, man. Well, listen, you
mhm,
keep in touch. We hope that you'll come back and perform again with us at the Love and Unity Fest. And
mhm.
you keep in touch, and we definitely gonna be looking to follow you. Where can people follow you and find you on social media?
So my Instagram and my TikTok is where I post most of my stuff. My Instagram and my TikTok are the same. Every letter is lowercase K1NGARTIST.
Everybody see
Just like
that
that.
at
Mhm,
K1NG ARTIST. All right, my
mhm.
friend. Listen, congratulations on your graduation, on
Thank you
on,
so
on
much.
all good things coming to you, and we
Mhm.
will definitely keep in touch.
Thank you so much, Carl. All right. Thank you for this opportunity. Thank you so much. I want you. It feels surreal right now. Like for real.
It's what we do, and like I
Mhm.
told you, whatever good that's happening to you, just share it with someone else that comes behind, and that's how
Of
we
course.
keep this going. You got
Of
it?
course. Of course. Thank you, Carl. Got you. Of course.
All right. King
All right.
Artist, everybody. King Artist. Hey, shout out to Miss Krulik out there. Shout out to Jordan. Shout out to everybody watching on Facebook. Whether you're watching live or you catch the replay, this is what it's all about. It's about using the music to inspire unity in the community. And, really, really so happy that everybody was able to join us for this season 2 finale of the groove. And, this is all about bringing us together. There's so much happening out here in the world, from Ukraine to the mass shootings. We're keeping Ovade and Buffalo and Hampton Roads area and over the nation. We're keeping everybody in our prayers and in our thoughts. And so at the fest, I closed out the fest and want to shout out all the artists. Nat Adderley Jr. tore it down. John Anthony, Nestor, Kenny Bobian. You guys are going to see more video footage soon. But I wanted to close out with the song that really, really sort of, I think, brings it all together. And it is an oldie but goodie with uh, something my grandmother introduced me to way back in the day by Al Green. I want y'all to check this out. I'm going to come back with some final words. This is Let's Stay Together.
So in love with you. Whatever you want to do, where's old school? Is alright with me. 'Cause you make me feel so brand new. I wanna spend my whole life. I see you, my sister, got me saying the same thing. Hey, since we've been together, our love ain't whatever. I just can't see. Ooh, let me be the one you come running to. Turn around and make up. I just can't see. Ooh, you never do that to me. Being around you is all I need. Here we go. Here's what I'll do, baby.
Let's Stay Together. That's such a classic, warms my heart. My grandmother, Dorothy Brister, used to play that song, and it still rings true today. We have to stay together. We've got to come together, and we have to stay together. And music is a way that we try to bring or build that bridge for us to all walk across and find our way to the next groove. That's what the groove is about. That's what it's been about. That's what it's going to be about. It's that place where all the pieces come together and we find a way to make sense out of it all. I just want to thank everybody for supporting the Groove this season, for supporting Music Village, for coming out. We're going to put the link for those who want to support the young artists. We're going to put that in the chat. But I, from the bottom of my heart, want to thank you. I want to thank you for your support of my single, Trauma, and it also being used to speak to these times and so many people going through. We want to leave with an uplifting time or song that will speak to the families in Ovade and in Buffalo, Hampton Roads area, all of you guys watching from around the nation. We got to get this gun violence under control, and we have to help our children who are seeing this and are being traumatized. So listen, we got so much more music and fun and all this coming back next season. Keep looking for the announcements. It's coming. But I want to leave you with this Trauma, my latest single, as we keep our thoughts with those who have witnessed so many things so recently in our nation. May this help in the healing. Thank you guys so much. This is Trauma, and we'll see you in season 3.
There was a boy, a shy little guy from a town not far from here, where he learned a little too soon a grown-up word called fear. And he'd hide beneath the sheets playing peekaboo, but nobody knew the trauma he'd been through. Ooh, child, trauma, don't let it take your light. Ooh, it's gonna get brighter when you shine that light you hide so deep within, won't let you in, child. Trauma, don't let it take your light. He grew up, never said one word about that day when he learned that fairy tales and the world were not the same, and the superheroes don't always come to save the day. So he taught himself to trust never again. Ooh, child, trauma, don't let it take your light. Ooh, it's gonna get brighter when you shine that light you hide so deep within, won't let you in, child. Trauma, don't let it take. Don't let it take your light. Well, that never again became imprisonment, invisible for the eyes to see, especially me. And the more I tried to keep it all inside,
Ooh.